Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about quite a spicy topic. So we are going to be covering 5 reasons why your Etsy sales have dropped. Now, these aren't kind of the wishy-washy reasons that you've probably seen other people do other videos about, like your photos are bad and all that kind of stuff. Like we all know that, but these are real statistical reasons why I see a lot of Etsy shop sales go wah, 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 and just completely fall off the face of the earth. Now, the first thing that I see a lot of is people are making lots of different changes. They're doing a lot of different things to their shop, and they're not actually tracking what those changes are. Listen, if you are not sure as to how algorithms work, whether it's Amazon, eBay, whatever, it's very hard to rank and keep making changes. It tends to be with marketplaces and your own website as well. It takes time when you make changes for the algorithm to pick up on those and start to kind of put you back to where you need to be. The most commonly heard thing that you have probably heard or seen is that if you are making changes to your titles, tags, sometimes even your descriptions, your image alt text, and I've also heard and seen as well myself that changing attributes and materials can do this as well, that it takes between 60 to 90 days for those changes to start to take effect. Now, this is affected by many different things. If you are in a saturated niche with a ton of traffic, that could actually go down. Or if you sell like lampshades made out of recycled like kimonos made out of bright blue patterns, and it might take a little bit longer because you haven't got that amount of search traffic for Etsy to give you a listing quality score or to kind of re-rank you where you need to be. Okay, but the general gist of this is don't keep making changes to your shop. Make sure that they are based on facts and not on feelings. This is another thing that I see a lot of. Look at your stats. Okay, look at your stats and make sure that you are changing things based off of facts and you have data to back that up, rather than just rocking up one day, being in a really foul mood and being like, oh, I'm gonna like get rid of all my shop, I'm gonna start again. Because there's kind of no reason to do that. Really, I would even start to keep a bit of a journal, like a change journal, and just make sure that you are tracking your changes, whether they haven't worked, well, whether they have worked, what has happened as a result of that change. And then you can start to really dig down on, okay, right, I feel a way about this, but the facts are telling me something different, right? If you never track what changes you make, the short answer is you're always just going to be taking shots in the dark when it comes to making your Etsy shop better. It's going to be like throwing spaghetti at the wall, as people like to say. You're just going to be taking major shots in the dark, and you're never going to actually have anything that statistically and factually says this is working for me. The second thing is, don't listen to the wrong people. Trust your gut feelings. I cannot tell you the amount of people that are in my Facebook group. And if you want to join that, the link for that is below. There's over 10,000 people in that group now. And I've lost count, to be honest with you, of the amount of messages that I have got from people saying, I listened to this coach with like 50,000 plus subscribers on YouTube, and they don't have an active Etsy shop. They told me this advice. I bought their course and it completely tanked my shop. Listen, whether that is me or not, okay? Honestly, at this point, I just want you to get something useful from this video. But the bottom line is, if your gut feeling is saying, oh, a little bit like, I feel like I need to be wary, but maybe you get sucked in by their schmooze and their sales and whatever, just don't. Just take a beat, take a breath, and just really assess whether that person is the person for you to coach you, to help you, to guide you, and to mentor you. Like I said, it really breaks my heart when I get messages from people in my own group who I consider bosses of we're all bosses together, and they say, I spent out this money and Steph, I'm sorry to say, but it was just rubbish and I will never be going back there again. I mean, one student even began legal action against one coach because it was that bad. So just make sure to do your due diligence and to trust your gut instincts. The fourth thing that I see is people not giving it enough time. Okay. So I get a lot of messages from people who are like, my Etsy shop's been open for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and I've only got 2 to 3 sales. And my answer to that, honestly, is well, hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. And if you're getting any sales in your first 6 months, that's actually really good because the business hasn't got that proven track record yet. As mentioned in the first point that I made, it hasn't yet kind of had the time to really bed in, especially in this day and age of e-commerce. It is not a one and done rock up, start to sell things and make, decent sales that continue linearly to go up every single month or every single quarter. That is not how the reality of e-commerce is. You have that bedding in point. You have that chance to let your target market know by you showing them, whether that's on socials or whatever that is, that you are legit and you are someone who A, has good products, B, has good reviews, and C, is not just a fly by night person. Okay. So to build that know, like, and trust, it takes time. And honestly, I do get the question, how long should I be waiting before I give up? Honestly, I would say a year. And I know that's going to be like, what? To a lot of different people. There might be some people watching who got sales within their first week, and well done to you. That is awesome. But there are also those who are in niches that it does take a little bit of time, like I said, to bed in, to build those roots. So I would say, honestly, you've got to be willing to work and work and work and plug and plug and plug for a year before you're going to start to see those big returns coming back for you. The fifth reason why your sales have probably dropped is because you do not have a USP, a unique selling point. You've probably seen people talk about this, and you're probably like, you might have fiddled around with this idea for a little bit. You might have rolled it around in your head and thought, yeah, I kind of do have one. Listen, it's no good, especially on Etsy, especially on e-commerce platforms of any kind, to be honest with you. It's not enough to say maybe I have one. Your USP, to be honest with you, has got to be front and center of your brand. It is no good you saying, oh, hey, there's an Etsy shop that sells tumblers with words on, I can do that too, and you just copying what they're doing and saying, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. That is no good. You need to have your own unique selling point. So some examples of this could be charities that you support. It could be your story. It could be how you design your products. It could be the styles and colors that you use. It could also be personalization techniques. It doesn't have to be, I'm reinventing the wheel by creating this whole new product that's never been done before. It doesn't have to be something as extreme as that. But at the very least, you want to make sure that your unique selling point, the thing that makes you stand out from most competitors out there, is the thing that you talk the most about, the thing that you show the most about. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment below. What was your biggest aha moment? Do not forget to join the Facebook group. As I mentioned, that will be in the description box below. But for now, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Bye, everybody.